Hello, everybody. Benjamin Gibby here, surrounded by cats. It's pretty awesome. Um, anyways, I was supposed to be covering volleyball tonight, but I guess at some point I ran over a nail, so I had a flat tire, and did manage to get my donut on there. It's too bad actually, because I was skipping the fire department meeting because of volleyball, and by the time I got my donut on there, because I wanted to make sure that it had air in it, so I wasn't finding that out in the morning. It was too late to make the fire department meeting either because I could have walked to that. Um, but I am living in my tiny house here in Troy, and I've done several videos since I got moved in here with the cats. We'll see what parts of what ones I include. Hey, buddy. Something I did here. I'll probably just sort of cover everything. This is Wednesday. No, this is Tuesday night. Monday night, I got off work and I just started moving stuff. And then there was a point probably about 2 or 3 in the morning where I went back and got a few more things, and I felt kind of bad that the cats were. And I kind of wanted to bring them here anyways because I like having my cats around when this is where I was. Jane, be good. You too, Jinx. Um. So, anyways, um, packed them up and brought them here, which was really fun because Jane over there at first. So, about 3 or 4 minutes into the 20-minute drive, there is this horrible smell. Which, since Buddy here has been having issues with his digestion, good boy, Jinx, get that fly. That was him. Turned out, no, it was Jane, who is a storied and legendary pooper, and she, it was big, and that was in her carrier. So yeah, so we got to drive. It was 40 some degrees out, and we got to drive with all the windows down most of the way here. But I got them out, and luckily, cool thing, of course, here I actually have an outside hose and things like that. Wash that out, and wash the actual mat, like the bottom of the carrier, sort of the fuzzy carpet part in the shower because I could do that, and that worked. And they weren't terribly happy with me because I actually washed their butt. And then I took a little nap and got up, and it's, of course, now it's dark outside, so I'm not going to try showing you this, but I did start putting some of the curtain wall slash the skirting on the home, which is just pine board that's been treated with the Lifetime stuff, so it should mesh in well with the side of the house. And then at the lowest most level, I'm putting pressure treated lumber, and then I'm gonna have that in contact with gravel on top of the dirt. So we'll see how well that holds up. Working on curtains and stuff. Turned out that what I thought was a pair of curtains I ordered off Amazon was actually just single curtains, so I'm waiting for the other one of those to arrive. That is right now just a piece of canvas like I use to cover my bed in case the cats decide to, hairball and whatnot. But I'm getting some little valance curtains, because that's the street side of the house. So I want to cover that. And I do have a curtain down there on the end. Just do the upstairs and we'll get to some of the other. And I'm not sure what Jinx is doing to that box or why he's so interested in it, but he's really into it. All that's in there is some mail, Jinx. Anyways, that is my cooling unit that you may have noticed. These windows are actually pretty easy to remove, so I might just remove that window, and do like a foam board in there and then a hole for the vent, or something like that. We'll see. But that works for now. I was using that to keep it cool up here today. I did discover that the heat does not travel up much and the cool does not travel down, because I just put the heater downstairs, which you can actually see there between those curtains, which I'm leaving open because I need to get them shortened, because I don't want them hanging over my electric heater. Anyways, that's my electric heater. It does an okay job, but it keeps the downstairs at the right temperature. Or it heats downstairs fine, but the core heat does not come up as much as I'd hoped it would. And same thing here, the cool does not go down. So I'm definitely going to have to do some sort of a fan, but because of how I have this design, it's going to have to, I don't want it to come more than like, a couple, 3 inches off the ceiling. And It's not. I would like to have like an enclosed thing. There are some fans out there like that. I don't want to order something online then have it turn out that it doesn't really fit as well as I thought it would. I'd like to try and find some place that sells that kind of stuff where I can actually go and get my hands on it and make sure that's what I'm gonna want it to be. But just something that'll shove some air straight down to help with circulation. My little pantry shelves there, that the ones I've been using in the motel room, they work fine here too. Don't really have that much on them at the moment. This is a shelf system with doors on it that I think they're like 80, $90 on Amazon or something for the one this size. And I gotten that, a few months ago. I was using it in the motel. This is partially kind of almost a room divider, and then also very convenient for shooting. Never realized how tired it was. Storing all kinds of stuff. But the other thing is, you can see I set up like that, so it could serve as steps for the cats, so they can get in and out of the loft very easily. I know that is how I am. Eventually, when I do the alternating tread steps, I won't need that, and the alternating tread steps will of course also double as storage, so that should be nice. Let's see, right now on this one there's a closet down there, because you can also do a closet for hanging clothing. I'll show that in a minute. Upstairs I'm sort of still trying to figure out my space. I was not necessarily completely happy because somehow in the long run I did figure out this ended up, it felt, because I was pretty sure I should have been able to actually like kneel and not hit my head with the height that I originally sent to Kate for what this should have been set at. And just over the course of changes and whatnot, somehow that got changed and I didn't catch it. There should have been enough space in this loft. The sort of confirmation was that rowing machine down there should be able to set up on its end. It cannot. It's at least a couple, 3 inches shorter than it should be, because now the trade-off is that it's higher downstairs than it should be. And that actually might, in the long run, I might be like, you know what, I'm glad I didn't make it as short as I thought. A 6 foot or 6'3" person or whatnot they might feel scrunched, but they can walk around in my downstairs without hitting their head. My original design, that wouldn't have been the case, and in the long run, really, that might actually be more beneficial than having that little bit extra space up here, because I am comfortable getting around up in that space. So you see like that in the center of the camera right there is sort of what I've been using as my linen closet for years now in different apartments, and that's all my sheets and stuff. And that will actually go over here where this tool chest is right now. Eventually the tool chest, it has some of my larger power tools and stuff in there. That's going to go into the storage unit, because my storage unit here only costs me $25 a month, so I'm not in a huge hurry to get myself a little storage shed. Eventually I will, because I do want to have like a lawnmower and stuff, since I do have an actual yard here. So anyways, but that's, while I'm finishing up these projects, that's where I'm keeping all my tools. I have been trying to be good and do the old, what you tell kids about before you get out a new toy, put your other toy away that you stopped playing with. I'm trying to do that with my tools so that I don't end up, because there was a while I wasn't doing that, and the whole downstairs was just filled with my tools when I wasn't living here and was just working from time to time. So, obviously that doesn't really work if you're trying to live in this space. So, I'll go downstairs here and show you guys some. Actually, I should grab their bowls. And because I got Buddy. Buddy has been really good about figuring out how to go up and down this. He keeps on going up and down, and I have his food bowl downstairs. Jane and Jinx's food bowl's up here, because they seemed absolutely lost with how to get downstairs again. And they were whining and complaining at me about being stuck up here. And then, of course, I picked them up and tried to carry them down the ladder to take them to their food. That was not happening. They were not happy with that at all. And I was reminded that somebody needed his claws clipped. Alright, so let me show you this down here real quick. A little bit of these things. This, I will say, one thing with how tight this space is here, and I think it's going to be even better when I have the alternating tread steps, I can walk forwards, backwards, however I want, up and down this ladder very easily because you have that extra sort of thing that you can lean into there. So the way, when I said these are closets too, so let's say, like I have shirts there, right? But down here, I have my pants and jackets and whatnot hanging up. And they just have these little crossbars that hook in. So like over here, these are shirts. And then like, you know, since it's sort of a combined space thing right now, that's where, you know, my bread and stuff is. Wow, it's actually a little chilly down here. It's interesting that I changed the thermostat thing. So it starts pumping out some heat again. I figured out with the folding table, I actually like this part as a good spot. Well, right now that's some curtain run things too for upstairs. It's a good spot to like set my keys and everything because it's sort of like a little shelf that works for that kind of thing, and it's always there whether it's folded up or down or whatever. In the bathroom, I did get myself a toilet paper roll holder. I still have to install it. Might do that here a little bit before I go to sleep. So this shower, I love this shower. This is just, it's fantastic. I like the fact that you do feel, and by the way, and that fit in there nicely. I do like, I like that space. I'm not going to keep, this is where I'm putting that for right now. I might not even keep these bins because I want to actually build wood shelves and things. We'll see how that works. The air exchanger, I have no idea how to get that working. For some reason, it isn't. As far as I know, it's a fairly complicated thing with all kinds of buttons and switches and settings, and I have absolutely no instructions on what to do with that kind of thing. So I sent an email to Sherry, and I'm sure she'll get me those soon, or let me know where to find the PDF on how to run it and make it work. But let's see, I have only one light bulb on right now because those with the LED lights super bright. You know, the one thing is with these, I don't know, and maybe I could ask them at some point. Well, of course now it's sticking, and many times as these dang things fell out while I was applying stuff, now they're actually there we go. So you see, they're just like a whole bunch of little LEDs. I don't know. And I don't know if the best thing is to just install like a dimmer switch, but all these lights are, I'm not a super bright lights person. That's not me. I did use my oven for a frozen pizza, so, you know, I do have the freezer. I love the size of the freezer, and yes, I do have that ice cream. Although I discovered when I was switching the door, I screwed something up. I have to get something, because this was starting to frost up. And now it's not defrosting, but it hasn't added any more frost, so I figured that out. It wasn't sealing correctly, basically, so I was getting frosting up. So anyway, I got a little spacer in there right now, but I gotta come something more permanent. Yeah, feed Buddy down over there. I had intended to feed, Jane and Jinx over here, but of course right now I'm feeding them upstairs. And that's life, right? You adapt to things as they come up. I really like, and I can't remember if I've talked about this in videos. I don't think I've talked about this in videos I put online. I love this mirror. This is a great mirror. This is a very convenient height for me because when I have it about that angle and I'm standing back here and get my hair and everything, and I can move it and check out my shirt, and that looks, I like it. It's a nice, plus also again, I can bring this all the way into the shower, and I can use it while I'm shaving. So there's that. And also what this will allow me to do is I want to put a shelf just right here over top of the mirror, and that'll be where like my toothpaste and stuff goes. So now that will be at eye level as opposed to like looking up there trying to find things. And right now that's sort of what this windowsill's serving for. But I love, first of all, the instant on hot water heater. Amazing. So happy with that. That has been fantastic. I did put down, I need to clean this out. I dripped some stuff in here when I was fixing that up, and it scraped off very easily, but I just haven't gotten to it yet. Those are from the cats. That's their mats I was washing in here. I got to get them out and let them dry. I did get a little bath mat kind of thing because I did discover it's a little slick in here. And I have a video that I'll probably put out separately, actually, showing how to adjust this if you're not getting enough hot water. Because you can sort of set it as a limiter. I don't know why. Like, so when I first got this, it was like going that far, and that's where it's hot. So you get, that was because I had super hot water coming out here. Oh my goodness, the flow out of this thing is ridiculous. Had like scalding hot water coming out of there, and barely lukewarm out of there. That was really not. That was not going to work. So, anyways, yeah, you got all this stuff. I think it's pretty cool. It's a small space, not really a long tour, but it's super cozy. It's super comfortable. I'm very, very happy with this space and how it's working. And as I make some of the changes and adaptations, as I put some shelves up along in this area for like glasses and plates and things. I got my toaster oven over there. I might not even keep my toaster oven. I might actually get rid of that because of how well this works and its size and how quickly it heats up because it's got the convection and all that. I might actually end up donating that away and just get like a little, the little slot toaster, take up a little less space for when I just want to, toast up an English muffin or something. I don't want to do something that's kind of, but this doesn't take much to get it going. It actually surprisingly did. Something about max file size. So I've been going on for a while. Sorry about that. Anyway, so there will be a break here because it reached max file size and had to start a new video. That's kind of funny. But it doesn't add that much heat. I mean, it's a cool. When I was making a frozen pizza the other night, I only put up to 375, which is a lot lower than you're going to be baking at. But and it was a cool night, but I had the heater going and it was already toasty warm in here, and it really did not seem to increase the heat of the room by that much, which will be good in the summer because I do like baking. You can see I still have, I have some tools and things sitting out that I do need to put away. And I will say that's definitely, I think, is going to be a big thing, is constantly putting away anything I'm not using or whatnot. That's those lights. Yeah, the light switches. That light switch really shouldn't have been there, but it is what it is. Cause I don't know. We'll see. Cause that's, I think, still with my washer and dryer and the alternating thread steps, that might still be an issue. I'll see how well it works or not. Yeah, I mean, this day and age, you can do light bulbs that are remote control or. Again, I don't know how much option you have for replacing these or changing them out for different types of lights. I think best bet is figure out something with dimming. I like it. It's very comfortable. It's very cozy, and I'm very happy. I honestly, I don't know if I could be happier. I cannot remember the last time that I was this happy. With the space that I was living in. It feels a lot, it reminds me a lot of being at my family's cottage as a kid. It's got that sort of feel, and it's just, and obviously where I have this located helps too. Montana is beautiful. The insulating is really nice. It's so quiet in here, I can barely hear cars go past. And I'm fairly close to the road. It's just so comfortable and cozy, and I'm so incredibly happy. So, alright folks, I'm going to put up my toilet paper roll holder, and then I'm going to go to sleep. I might have a sandwich first. I do need to feed the cats. Keep on forgetting about that. Although, fortunately they're cats, so they won't let me forget. Alright, I will talk to you all later.